What's up, friends and followers? Nate with Lakeview Remodels. We are out on our Strawberry Plains garage shop project today, and I want to share with you what we're doing today and give you some insight on what a project like this costs, what it takes to actually execute, and really what the options are as far as the ability to have this space at your residence. So first, let's talk about the cost of a project like this. In this case, it's pretty extensive. We have a very long driveway getting us up to the back of the residence, and we are on a very steep slope here. We've had to do a lot of excavating to get into where we've got solid ground, and of course, then we can create our foundation. As you see behind me, we're building a monolithic slab where the footers and the slab will all be poured together. In this type of project, when we're going into construction phase, things can get very expensive, especially in the case that you're cutting into a hill where you require retainage or a wall to hold back any material. Of course, then drainage, because everything that's at the top of this hill is going to come down into our project. So as you can see, we've prepped ourselves with silt fence, and when we graded, we made sure that we had our material pushed back in a way so that it can be reused and repurposed as good backfill once we're all complete with our barn build. Usually the metal barn kits range anywhere from $50 to $80 a square foot for just the kit. That doesn't include the concrete or any of the excavating work or site prep. In this case, we have a lot of site prep, and the build itself isn't just going to be a metal sided building. We'll have closed cell insulation sprayed all throughout on the walls and the ceiling to give us very good R value. In addition to that, we will have a 24-foot deep garage built inside of the barn to house a vehicle. So there will be sheetrock doors separating it from the open space where the wood shop will be. And then beyond that, in the backside, there is a ton of electrical. We'll have a whole 200 amp service, giving them ample amount of options and power capabilities for them to run a variety of different tools. In addition to that, eventually we're going to have a mini split installed for them to be able to cut that chilly air in the winter, and then in the summertime bring in a little bit of cooler air so it's not so hot inside the space to be able to work. So as far as cost perspective, this particular project was well over 100 square foot. And in this case, a lot of it came in on the details. Beyond the retaining wall that we're going to establish on the exterior side, there will be a front porch wrapping around the front. It's going to be a really nice hip gable roof overhang with 2 fans so that at the end of the day, when all the projects are taken care of, the homeowner can pop up a rocking chair and sit back and relax and just enjoy the view. So we've talked about cost. Let's talk about how long it really takes to plan it and execute it. So in this case, the consultation process took a couple of months just to make sure that we were collaborating on the right things. Our homeowner is definitely really interested in having it done a specific way, and so I personally had to consult with them from a distance over Zoom calls to make sure that what we were going to execute on is going to serve its purpose and do exactly what he's hoping for. So after a couple of months of consultation, we were then able to move forward and execute on a plan and write up the entire scope of work, collect a deposit, and get it on the schedule. We've been in the production phase now for a couple of weeks. We can certainly crunch this down and shrink this project into a very short period of time, probably within the matter of 3 to 4 weeks to have this built. However, because of all the extensive details that we're adding to it, we are most likely going to be a few months on this just because it's no rush. They're in no hurry. In fact, in this case, this is a secondary home for them. So what we're going to be doing here is going to be an easy transition for them to move in full time when they decide to make that move. So briefly, without going into too much detail, I can give you some options. In this case, options for a build like this are going to come in a variety of different ways. Whether you have a front porch or whether the design itself is square in dimension or rectangular in dimension, or if you're going to have additional shed roofs off the sides and backs, there are a ton of options. Everything can be completely custom and tailor-made for whatever it is that you're specifically hoping for it to serve as. In this case, this build was a designed, engineered structure in a kit form, so we had to work with some of those parameters, but for the most part, the options were wide open. And if this is something that you'd like for us to be able to consult with you on, happy to do so. Check out our website, lakeviewremodels.com, and if you're interested in getting a quote, just fill out the get a quote form. We'll get you on the schedule, and at that point, we'll be able to discuss with you the cost, the timing, and then, of course, all the details of the project. All right, guys, so that's it on the Strawberry Plains garage shop barn build. It's exciting times, like I said. You'll have a couple of more updates coming at you with this project. And of course, as always, a final video. If this information was exciting to you and you're interested, please like, follow, and share this with your family and friends, and we're gonna catch you on the next one.